Oh man, that's a night and day difference. This is the Bucklos Air Suspension Forks from Amazon. That is a Super 73 Z-Miami with no suspension forks. And we're gonna put these Bucklos on that bike. These forks are listed on Amazon for about 170 bucks, which are actually on the cheaper side of forks. But my buddy has tried both the Himalos and the Bucklos, and he actually said that the Bucklos were better. They're both for around the same price too. So we're gonna try these. Ooh, these are kind of beefy. I like it. They definitely feel solid. And I understand that these aren't gonna be your $700 or $800 KKE forks or your Fox suspension. But you know what? Not everyone has $800 to spend on just the forks. So we're gonna try these out. By the way, this is not a tutorial. This is my first time changing out forks. So we're gonna do this together. If I make mistakes, you guys can learn from them. If I do it correctly, you guys can also learn from that. Even if these forks aren't that amazing, I guarantee you that they are 100% better than having no suspension forks at all. Let's loosen these bolts up before we put it on our rack. Let's grab our professional trusty rack, which is just a walker. And it's lifted. Professional. We're gonna take off the caliper now. We got my trusty little helper right here. What you doing, Scooby? You wanna help? You wanna put on some suspension forks? Now we gotta take off the handlebars. Just gonna set this. I guess just right there for now. Okay, I guess next up, we loosen all of these right here. So when we install our star nut later, they say you're supposed to go down about half an inch. So I wonder how far they have it. Let's just check. Half an inch from the steerer tube, not the stem, the steerer tube. I guess there's these caps that are preventing it from coming off completely. So maybe we gotta pry off these caps. And it's off. So I'm just gonna take a picture of the way this looks right now, in case I forget. We are gonna reuse the headset. Well, the forks came out. I made a rookie mistake. I forgot to cut the zip ties on the hose of the brakes. Let me go get my nail cutters. All right, we freed up the brake caliper. This is so much lighter than the new forks we're putting on. I think we're gonna have to reuse this. I think this is called a race crown. probably got to pry that off too. Oh snap, is it cracked? I think it's cracked. No, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be cracked. I don't think it's supposed to be cracked. Damn it. Okay, I just called my buddy Eric and he said that this is not a crack and it's supposed to be like that. So I got to transfer this onto the new forks. And I'm gonna put some of this Park Tool Poly Lube 1000 lubricant. And I think that's what all that is. It's pretty much lubricant. No, that's gonna break this. Bam! Check it out. So we're just gonna put this over here. I'm gonna put some lubrication over here so it just slides on better. Just rub it in there. I know you guys know how to put on some lube. Am I right? You sick mother truckers. Stick this back up. We're going to be reusing all the bearings and all that. That's already inside the tubing right here and on top. Put this cap back on there. Now we need to put on that triple tree. I don't have a mallet, so I'm going to use a hammer wrapped with a towel. You guys like how professional I am? It's going in, guys. Going in. Yes. This is going to be a tutorial on the most ghettoest way to put on forks. We also got a new stem to put on because the other stem was completely attached to the triple tree. So originally I was going to cut this, but I might want to reuse the forks for a different bike in the future. So I'm just going to use a bunch of spacers instead of cutting it. So if you're not going to put any spacers on top, which I don't because I want this flush, they say that it should be around a 3mm gap between the steer tube, which is this, and your stem. So it should look like that. Hope we have enough spacers to make that happen. We might have to use all of them. Shit. You know, before I even deal with the stem, we gotta put the star nut in here. They have an option when you purchase those forks to bundle it with a star nut and a cap, and that's what I did. It's only like $1 more. So they say this is supposed to go. This is the top of this star nut. It's supposed to sit 1 inch, or not 1 inch, half an inch below the steer tube. So maybe around right there. So this star nut can't just slide easily in this tube. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be in there tight. Okay, the hardest part about changing out your forks so far has been the star nut. It just won't want to hammer in. We're just gonna keep going at it though, see what happens. All right, after lots and lots of hammering, the star nut started going down a little bit, and then it started going down crooked, but my lovely fiance gave me the idea to just use this to kind of aim where it needed more pressure. So I just aimed this around certain areas and I hit the top and it was going down pretty even. So I'm gonna put the stem back on here and assemble everything, and let's see how that goes. So earlier when I was hammering down the star nut, I tightened these bolts right here, here, and over here, so that it would keep the forks in place and it wouldn't drop. You put the cap on there with the screw, but you don't screw it all the way down. You have to loosen up these bolts back up, or else it won't be able to compress everything when you screw that top bolt down. Damn, that's some tall handlebars. Yeah, I might cut that down in the future, but for now I'm just gonna leave it. Who knows, we'll see. Let's put this wheel back on. We also got to straighten out this wheel and handlebar. Look how crooked it is. Now we got to put on that brake caliper back on. Now we might need to get an adapter for this. I ordered one just in case, but we'll see. Yeah, we for sure need a brake adapter. It is not gonna reach. Alright, we were able to get it to work without any adapters for now. We just have a bunch of bolts and washers. Hey, it works. You know? It's not professional, but it works. Yeah, let's see what that suspension is like. Oh yeah! But I believe we can also adjust it. This is the compressor. So, does that lock it up? Oh yeah, it completely locks it up. Let's go in the softest setting because I like a soft ride. So this is the softest setting, but keep in mind you can always reduce the air or add more air if you weigh more. I weigh 170 pounds, so I think this is gonna be good for me. All right, today is the next day, and we're gonna test out these forks. We'll find a nice bumpy road we got right here. Oh yeah, that's way better on my hands. Yep, my glutes are still feeling the bumps, but my hands, oh man, that's a night and day difference. I mean, the bar was set really low because the other forks were rigid. So anything is gonna be better than that. But these forks for 170 bucks, I gotta admit, that's pretty good. Ooh, we got a little dirt patch right here. Oh no. I went up that little baby curb so easy. Before, when I was riding the bike with the rigid forks, I would get a little bit of elbow pain, and I think that's because when you hit the brakes, all that force goes straight from the front tire to your arms, right? But now, when you hit the front brakes, you just feel it being absorbed. It feels so nice. Just for transparency reasons, I will tell you guys that I did purchase these forks with my own money. I wasn't given them. This is not a product review or anything, even though I do like them a lot for how much I paid. So I'll put the link to the forks in the description. But like I said, for transparency reason, I am a Amazon associate, so it will be an affiliate link. So if you guys click that link to look up the forks and to search it up, I do appreciate you. Oh, the road is closed. I wonder if there's an event going on. The good thing about having a tiny little e-bike that doesn't look intimidating, like my Aniioki or my X-Class, is that I can go on the sidewalk and pedal, and no one will even blink an eye. I actually don't even have pedal assist turned on, so it's not even a Class 2 e-bike right now. It is a regular bicycle.
It's just to ride that on the street, you know, not on the sidewalk.
Oh, the street's blocked, I'm sorry. That's right. Thank you, man. Hell yeah. You guys see that? That was my first Karen on this bike. I wasn't even riding the bike. I was literally walking with my legs like this. I'm glad I caught that on camera though. Shit, I should have asked her if her name was Karen. We made it to the water. Man, look how beautiful it looks. Alright, I think this will be our thumbnail. Alright guys, we got the air suspension installed. We got the test ride, the Karen, the thumbnail. I think that's gonna be it for our video. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you guys wanna correct anything that I may have done terribly while doing the installation, let the people know in the comments so they can do better than I did. Because like I said, this wasn't a tutorial. This was just me trying to install it for my first time. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but hey, we made it work. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.